we will continue on, informally after this is over. I want to say a couple of things first as the chair of the Democratic Executive Committee for Pocahontas County. And the first thing I want to say is that this is a Democratic Party-sponsored event. And as such, we are partisan. We are here to promote our ticket, our slate, our wonderful slate of people that are running for office. However, the notice that was in the paper that a couple of weeks didn't mention Democrats or not. We may have some Republicans here. I see a couple there. And we welcome you as well. We welcome you as well. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to let our Democratic candidates get up and reintroduce themselves to you, say a few words if they'd like to, speak whatever they need to speak. And then after that, we will open the floor up to respectful dialogue amongst people, and if at that point in time there's a question asked and a Republican wants to respond to that, we'll let that happen. It's a general election coming up. But we're going to give the floor, first of all, to our Democratic slate. We're very proud of, and we wish all the luck in just less than a couple of weeks. And so, why don't we start out with our races for judge? Okay? And Judge Rhodes, you want to go first?
Thanks very much. I think I've had the opportunity to speak to everybody probably 3 or 4 times by now, and I can appreciate the forum and appreciate the opportunity to be with you. I've had the privilege of being one of the 2 judges of this circuit for almost 12 years. You, the people of this county, along with the folks in Greenbrier County, have elected me twice to this spot, and I very much appreciate that. When I first took the oath of office about almost 12 years ago, I made several promises. One, of course, when I took the oath of office, was to uphold the Constitution of the state of West Virginia and the Constitution of the United States. I've done that. I also promised that I would reflect the values of the good people of these 2 counties in everything that I did. And I've tried very, very hard to do that. And in fact, I've only gotten reversed 1 time by the Supreme Court on any Pocahontas County case, just 1. And it was what's called a summary judgment issue. And when it was sent back down to my court, 6 common sense jurors took about less than 5 minutes to say, Judge Rowe, you were right, and those guys down there were wrong. So I take pride in what I have done for the people of this county. I have been firm but fair. I've been respectful, even for folks who may not necessarily, some people's views deserve that. I treat everyone alike. As I instruct a jury, treat everyone alike, and I've done the same thing with anyone who's appeared before me. So I would like to continue with that service. With your help, I can do that, so I ask for your vote tomorrow or by the first Tuesday in November. Thank you.
My name is Joe Pomponio, and I am the Circuit Court Judge for Division 1 of the 11th Judicial Circuit. Thank you for inviting me this evening to speak. I've been around, actually served as a citizen of Greenbrier and Pocahontas County since 1992, but a lot of people still don't know much about me, and so I'd like to take a little time to tell you a little bit about myself and my family. My wife, Betty, is a native of West Virginia, born and raised in Meadow Ridge, and we've been married for 28 years. My oldest son is a graduate of the West Virginia University Law School, and he is a legal service attorney practicing in Charleston, West Virginia. My second son learned how to fly at Beckman Airport, and he is now a lieutenant commander serving on the aircraft carrier Theodore Roosevelt, which is en route to the Gulf. My youngest son is a supervisor for a construction company in Orlando, Florida. My daughter graduated from West Virginia University with a business degree, and she is working for Northwest Mutual Insurance Company as a recruiter in Alexandria, Virginia. I served in the Army for 3 years, from 1961 to 64, as a enlisted man, as a paratrooper for the 82nd Airborne Division and a member of the 10 Special Forces Group. I was an airline pilot for 23 years, who, as captain on 727 DC-9 until Eastern went out of business. I've been a judicial officer for 14 years. attorneys in Greenbrier and Pocahontas County. Judicial poll conducted in April of 2008 rated me as the candidate with the highest overall qualifications for circuit court judge. West Virginia has been very good to me and my family. I'm proud that I'm a West Virginian. I'd like the opportunity to continue to serve the citizens of Pocahontas and Greenbrier County for another 8 years. Thank you very much.
Want to stay on the law theme and stay on it?
I won't take other people's time to contest this. I am the prosecutor elected for Pocahontas County. 5 people elected me in the primary election. My opponent was the same ticket, and now I'm uncontested. And I appreciate that, appreciate the confidence. I won't make promises. Don't believe politicians need to, other than I will promise to work hard and do the best I can for you, be available to you, and bring Pocahontas County back to where I believe it can be. And after this, I'm open to any questions, any comments, anything anybody wants to know on any position I have, any policies I've presented, anything that they want to know that I want to do. But I'm willing to give the floor to people that are running contested races right now so that they have the opportunity to educate you so that you can make educated decisions in their races.
My name is Kathy Beveridge, and I'm the incumbent magistrate. I've been a magistrate for 8 years, magistrate assistant for 6, legal and paralegal for 13 years, and I'd just like to ask for your support for the upcoming election. Thank you. I'm going to talk just a minute longer than Kathy. My ad wasn't in the Pocahontas Times this week. It was lost and didn't make it. So I'm just going to read to you what I put in there because it was stating what the magistrate's duties are. And I think that probably 90% of the citizens of the county have never been to the office and really don't know what the job entails. So if you'll just bear with me for a second, I'll try to do this as quick as possible. Magistrates are responsible for the issuance of all misdemeanor and felony warrants and all search and seizure warrants. Magistrates conduct initial appearances, set bonds, hold felony preliminary, grand jury, and jury trials. Magistrates set fines and send defendants to jail and community work programs. Magistrates conduct hearings for mental hygiene, juvenile cases, child abuse and neglect, magistrate court probation revocation, and preliminary hearings for circuit court probation revocation cases. Magistrates assess all traffic and DNR citations and hearings on all contested citations. Magistrates have civil jurisdiction up to $5,000 and jurisdiction over landlord-tenant disputes and wrongful occupation of residential rental property. Magistrates issue domestic violence temporary protective orders. Magistrates are governed by the same strict code of ethics as circuit judges and Supreme Court judges. Magistrates are on call to perform many of these duties, which may be in the middle of the night. If elected, I will perform all these duties as well as the many other duties performed by a magistrate in a fair and impartial manner. I did the job for 6 years in the past and will again give the county everything I can. I appreciate your support in the past and in this election. And if anyone has any questions, I'll be glad to answer those.